All right, whenever you're ready, Joel.
Oh, we're already recording.
Yes, we got the ASMR in there.
So I imagine that'll be left in. I don't know why it wouldn't. Welcome to our podcast, season 2? Question mark. We've returned? Question mark. Yeah. So sorry for the delay. We had stuff to do, mainly exams and life. We had a couple weddings to go to. I went to one. I did not go together because Jared didn't invite me.
Ooh, shout out Jared.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I shouldn't have done that.
Call them out.
Call them out.
I was invited, but I ended up not going.
Yeah. Normally this is where we do story of the week, but I want to do something slightly different this time. For those of you who have listened to the previous 5 episodes, you've become accustomed to wild randomness. But I actually had something I wanted to talk about specifically this week. Because a couple things happened since the break. One is a TV show that I think we all either love or watch has come out and is bringing out new seasons. And the other is a TV show that I guarantee you none of us watch, ended to much hate. And I kind of wanted to talk, therefore, about the state of television and what y'all think. And I'll go ahead and spoil it. Attack on Titan came back. I've been watching that.
I was gonna guess that.
I love that. And Game of Thrones ended.
Oh wow! I also was gonna guess that.
Yeah.
I thought you were going to talk about the Big Bang Theory. Because
Big Bang Theory ended too.
Yeah.
So that's the other one. Like
Hey,
that
what
one.
is the Big Bang?
What is it? I just
Wait.
walked into my parents' room and the last episode was on and I was like, oh.
Well, even that one ended and people hated the ending.
Oh, wow.
And when you look at TV historically, like people hate the endings of shows. And I wanted to ask you, like, y'all, what y'all's state on that is, because I stopped watching American TV. And I'll preface this by saying I stopped like sitting up waiting for premieres. Like I still watch it. Like I watch Netflix and stuff and like whatever's on TV. But like I stopped following and paying attention to American TV. And all the shows that I watch on Netflix are shows that have already ended. Like I have a cycle. I'll watch The Office straight through, and then I'll switch to Amazon Prime and watch Psych straight through, and then I'll go online and find free sites where I can watch MASH straight through. That's a deep cut right there. And then I'll go back to The Office, and that's my cycle. And I don't really watch anything else. And so I just wanted to like talk about Attack on Titan, talk about why we love that. Like I think the 3 of us all watch anime, so talk about like why we like anime. And then I didn't know if y'all watch TV. But before I did that, we should probably introduce y'all because neither one of y'all have been on our podcast before.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
So,
who am I?
Yeah, who are you?
Who are you?
Give me the 30-second, not really 30 seconds, but like the quick rundown of who you are.
You and me.
You got it.
I got it?
Yeah.
Okay. What's up? I'm Wade. I've been invited to be a part of the podcast a couple times and have turned it down every time because I got too much stuff in my schedule, too many popular. No.
Weddings to go to and such.
Right.
We're in our apartment, so he's forced
Yeah, I
to.
finally got Wade.
It forced me to do it. 30-second rundown. It's already longer than that, so I guess that's all. Super tall, huge nerd, curly hair. Just a typical white dude. I don't know. That's about all I can think of.
What's going on, everybody? I'm Michael. I want to be like Wade Dean when I grow up. That's the 30 seconds right there.
Wade's cool.
So
Wade is cool. I've been invited to be a part of the podcast before, but I didn't have much to do. I was just asleep. But now I'm here. I'm glad to be here and talk about anime.
Yeah. Here we
Wow.
So that's that. The rest of the guys couldn't make it. The normal guys. Steven's at work. The pool started up. Shout out to the pool. Please hire me. Get back in touch with me. Yeah, we'll be doing lifeguard there over the summer. And Josh and Will they went back home for the summer, so hopefully we'll be able to Skype them in a couple episodes, maybe. I don't know. But yeah, so just going back to movies. Like, as I mentioned, I stopped watching TV. I said movies. I meant TV. I stopped watching TV. I could point to a specific time as well where I just stopped. I was like, I'm done with this. Like, American TV and Western TV in general is just the worst. It was The Flash.
Oh, wow.
I don't remember what episode this was, and I don't even remember what season this was. I think it was like season 2, but it was the end of the season, and it was the season where they were fighting Zoom. Also, spoiler, like, this episode came out like 2 years ago, so I'm not gonna, like, if you can fight me for spoiling it. Zoom shows up, and he's like, I'm gonna steal your speed, Barry Allen, and if you don't give it to me, I'm gonna kill this girl that you like, or your friend. And Barry's like, no, I'll do it, I'll give you my speed. And I'm like, he's gonna double cross you, like, he's gonna kill her anyways. And Barry Allen gave him the speed, and then Zoom was like, ha, I tricked you, and then ran off with the girl. And I was like, I could have told you all that was happening. Like, what the heck, man? And after that, I was just like, I'm kind of done, because, like, as I mentioned earlier on a different episode, like, I'm a character person, and when characters stop acting out of, like, what I imagined they would do and what, like, they have been built up to do, like, I lose interest in the show. And so that's when I kind of stopped watching, like, American TV when Barry Allen made the dumbest decision of all time.
So you feel like American TV just like plays into tropes and like doesn't really have like true creativity. They just like kind of recycle what's already been working.
Yeah, but like I watch anime all the time, and anime has hundreds of tropes.
There are lots and lots of tropes.
It's I guess it's I don't know. I guess it's a trade off. But like, do y'all feel the same way? Like, are y'all still like into American like television? Do y'all still think that it's like, are y'all still watchers of it?
I mean,
I would say, in all honesty, the last time I stopped watching, like, I guess, like, stuff that came on, like, on cable or just, like, American TV in general was, like, 8th grade. Because I started playing basketball. And, like, another DC show was Gotham. Gotham was tough. The first season, I was like, I could get into this. But, like, it came out on Monday nights. Like, I had basketball games Monday nights. So I was like, I can't even, like, enjoy this. And then for the longest, I didn't have any streaming services until I got Crunchyroll. And that's what proceeded to take up all of my time.
Amen.
So I don't even think it's a thing of, like, I don't enjoy, like, American TV. It's just, like, not convenient. But now I have Netflix, and it's like, well, I don't even know if I want to go back because I enjoy anime so much.
Yeah, that's real.
Yeah.
Dude, I don't know. American TV is such like a broad subject.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll
like,
give you that.
Like, I mean, I'm not gonna watch like what True Bloods or like freaking Vampire Diaries.
Blue Bloods
like,
was. I do enjoy my crime shows, so I went the little phase, but I might go back to that.
I don't know. Like, there's most American TV like I don't watch, but then like you put SpongeBob on, and I'm about to sit down and watch that. Like, or like any like. Avatar: The Last Airbender, you know, even Legend of Korra that most people don't really like. I mean, I enjoyed it though.
You're dismissed from the podcast. I don't want to be like you anymore when I grow up.
But I really like a lot of cartoons and stuff. I don't watch like my favorite show is like Doctor Who, which is British. So I mean, like, I can't say that American TV is like one of my favorite pastimes, but there's some stuff.
Yeah. I just think it's difficult to tell a good story, in an hour.
True.
And you don't ever get, like, a good story.
That's why they got multiple episodes.
Right, but, like, you look at crime shows, they're very predictable, and, like, whatever overarching story they have is kind of, like, further down the priority list in the current, whatever they're currently doing on the episode. It's a B plot or C plot.
You ever watch Castle?
I did, and like
for a little bit,
Castle
and it
was legit.
It was all right. Like, I didn't dislike it. I just felt like all the crimes were the same.
I feel like in a sense they do start repeating, and like just like crime shows in general, like you'd have a lot of the same thing. Like you'd have your CSI, and then your CSI Miami, and like literally the only difference would be the location. And it's like, this is cool and all. But like
it's the same thing.
It's the same thing.
My other problem with Castle is about halfway through the show, they started doing things where like the detectives were like, we can't solve crimes without this dude. I'm like, he's a book writer. Like, what were y'all doing before he started helping you?
Not solving crimes.
Y'all are all professional detectives. Like, were y'all just sitting around twiddling your thumbs like, I guess the bad guy got away because I'm too dumb to catch him? Like, what?
It's called dependency.
Yeah, you're dependent on this, like, and I get it, like, he provides, like, a good perspective and stuff, but, like, the way they portrayed it is, like, without his perspective, we can't solve crime. I'm like, y'all were trained to do this.
Castle, when you joined the team, crime rates went down 90%. We need you, Castle.
Yeah. But yeah. So, I mentioned Game of Thrones ending. Like, we can't really talk about that because none of us watch it. I kind of followed it. I was gonna ask like why we didn't watch it, but I have a feeling that it's all the same reason.
Yeah, because it's gross.
Yeah. But like that show ended and everyone complained. And I kind of like, I watched some of that episode, and I kind of think I understand why people complain, but like, do y'all think it's difficult to end a long-running show in a way that makes everyone happy?
Nah.
No?
But, well, I watched a video about why it sucked.
Okay.
So, like I kind of know what happened.
Wait, did you watch the one that I kind of ended up?
Maybe. I don't know, like Matt Pat on YouTube with Film Theory.
Not that one.
Mm-hmm.
He made a video talking about it. And he was basically just like... Actually, maybe it was someone else. I don't know. Anyway, someone said, like, basically what happened was the books weren't done. And
Right.
Yeah, that
So-
was the one.
Well-
Yeah, the writers for the TV show didn't have any material to work with, so they had to make their own material, and they
Wow.
sucked.
Well, okay, even after that, and I'll preface this by saying this: if you actually care about Game of Thrones, you're already gonna have seen the episode, so don't fight me. Spoiler alert! 3, 2, 1, go. From the episodes that I did see, and the episodes and this episode, like all the characters are bad. Like there's no good character in it.
wow.
Even the
Jon Snow.
even the good characters are morally gray, right? There's no like Luke Skywalker good guy kind of character.
Hey,
Um,
Luke wasn't all that great either.
But
Wow.
even the character that I think everyone most loved, and I'll say I'm only saying this because this is the character that all my friends who watch the show talk about.
Jon Snow.
No, it's Daenerys.
Oh my gosh, never mind.
And at the beginning of the show, she was powerless. She got power through the dragons, and everyone's like was really happy for her. And then she was able to like use that power to make change. But the stuff she was doing was very evil. Like she was straight up murdering people. But the way that the writing portrayed it, like you could always find some reason to like justify why she's doing it, right? You can always say, all right, okay, like yeah, she killed that guy, but like he deserved it. Or yeah, that dude disagreed with her. Maybe I don't agree with her just straight up killing him, but like let's move on. Like she has her reasons. In this last episode, just like torching the whole town with all the people, like she did something that historically she would have done, but they didn't portray it in a way that like put her in a good light. And so all of a sudden everyone's favorite character is just like straight up murdering people, and everyone's like, oh wait a minute, this is bad. What? And there may be other reasons why people hated the show, but like that's the one thing that I think talking to people about like people had the most problems with was like her transformation from being a gray character to an evil character. And I'm like, from what I saw, like she's been doing this the whole time. It's just the writing's been very good at like disguising that. So like there's that. But like again, you think about this, you think about Lost and how awful that ending was. Like I think there is a historical trend of like shows not being able to end very well. And I just wanted to hear y'all's opinions about that.
Yeah, I feel like it's difficult to end a show well because like in reality, like nothing ever like wraps up with a neat bow.
Yeah.
There's always like lasting impacts and like more things that happen after like any type of like resolution. So like with a TV show, like when you're ending it, you don't have that like extra time to go over stuff, and so it's always going to feel incomplete because suddenly this world has ended.
Yeah.
Like even though like in the way we are able to perceive our world, like everything continues and there's always like more and more and more that come about because of the different events and stories and whatnot.
Yeah. And I will also give you, they did move ahead of where the books are, so like they're writing a story that they don't know the ending to.
Yeah.
So
I got also yes, awkward guy in corner has something to say.
Hi, Joel.
what's up, Joel?
So I kind of know that it seems as if there are a lot of cartoons and animated shows that know how to seem to end by wrapping up pretty well. From what I've heard and from what I've seen, I've never seen the last episode of the cartoon. So.
Yeah, I would agree with that. I know, especially with like a really long lasting, like I don't know, like critically acclaimed, but like popular anime, I would say they end well, where like most of like the fan base is pretty satisfied with how it ends. Like, especially Naruto. Like I guess
Naruto ended fantastic.
Yeah. Like last episode wise, like the last arc got kind of like, oh gosh, what's going on here? Like I don't know what's going on. I don't know if I vibe with this, but like the last like few episodes like really took a good job of like wrapping everything up and like getting people, I guess, in the relationships that, that people enjoy.
They even had like, they ended the series and then they had like 10 episodes of like what happens next.
Yeah.
Of like Naruto getting married and like each individual character had a what do I do now kind of episode.
Yeah, I think that was a very good job of like wrapping everything up, because like the story got resolved like by if you haven't seen it, you out of luck, but here's a spoiler. But yeah, like they have all their big fights and stuff, so like the story is solved, like the world is saved, and it doesn't just end at that. Like it gives like a nice conclusion of like what everybody goes into and like what their life is going to be like after like all the danger is gone, and it's like, oh, like I can live after that, not knowing that like my favorite series just got like chopped at the end, and it's not like somebody just like, oh, here we're going to flash through like the last like 10 seconds of this episode and like give you an idea of like where people are, but it really like showed like everybody's next step in their life.
Even Avatar, though, like from the beginning we were very clear on where that show was going to end.
Yeah.
Like this show will end with him fighting the Fire Lord, and it's a kid's cartoon, and about halfway through I realized that no one's going to die because the only character that ever died in that show was Jet.
Did he though?
I don't know. And so like I can tell you like, all right, cool, like he's gonna beat the Fire Lord, but like we knew that ending was coming. Like and when season 3 started, we knew, okay, here's where we're gonna go. And I think that was one of the problems with Legend of Korra. Like, here I am, I'm Korra, showed up, like I'm tight. I'm like, all right, cool, I can get down with this. Like it's a different setting, like different, like same world, different setting, like whatever. And then like I never knew where it was going.
Yeah, I feel like the difference is that Last Airbender gave us like a set end and like a timeline. Like everything had to get done, and like Aang had to learn all the elements before like the comet came.
Right.
Because he wasn't gonna be able to do nothing with the Fire Lord if like the comet came while they were fighting. But like Korra, it was they started off with like her getting like her bending snatch and stuff, and then she got it back, and I was like, okay, like where do we go on from this?
And then she walked into the sunset with random girlfriend.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, so Legend of Korra, like, they didn't expect it to really make it past one season.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did hear that.
They had, like, a self-contained season just to see if, like, people were down for it. And then when they were, they started this, like, longer arc. But it wasn't... I think it wasn't as much of an adventure as we were used to.
Yeah.
Like they did some cool stuff and some cool stuff happened, but it wasn't like in Avatar: The Last Airbender. It was a world of like discovery.
Yeah.
And so like you've kind of already discovered the world, and so like in Legend of Korra, there's a lot of like fan service of like going back to the stuff that you got to discover before, and like they wanted us to like be able to see new stuff. And so like you also got some of that, like the Metal City, or the City of Metal Benders or whatever. But like, I think Legend of Korra failed in the sense of like her avatar, or like her as the avatar didn't have this like grand thing of like saving the world.
Yeah.
Like she quashed a revolution in the Earth Kingdom.
Yeah.
And like she took down this dude who had a little bit of a following.
Yeah.
Who could, you know, snatch people's bending and whatnot. But like she personally didn't really do well. Okay, wait. What's his face? The like dark spirit that was gonna like plunge the world into darkness. She defeated him. So that's
She
one.
also broke the Avatar. Oh my
Right,
God.
she
I
broke the
don't even
Avatar.
want to get into discussing that.
Yeah, but like even though like she technically did something that like threatened the world, I don't think we saw it threaten the world.
Yeah.
Like they said it did, but then we didn't really get the chance to like see that because like with the Fire Nation in Avatar: The Last Airbender, like you really saw their force always like you know pressing on the other nations, and you saw them winning at times and like. Just like having constant presence, but in Legend of Korra, like it felt very rushed. And you didn't really see the threat that she was up against, and you expected her to win.
Even other than that, like it's the same characters as before. Like it's a different story with the same characters, and that Zuko's son looks exactly like Zuko and has the same voice actor. Korra's just Sokka. Mako, you could argue who he represents, but like each of the original characters in Avatar had a counterpart in Legend of Korra, and it was literally just let's go around doing Avatar stuff together. Avatar gangs back together with like different name characters, but like they're all the same character. Like they do the same type of stuff. Like, and so like that's where I was like this is not original.
I feel like there were some really dope aspects in
Yes,
Legend
there
of
was.
Korra. Like the first Avatar
Yes,
1, I was
the
like,
first Avatar.
I'd watch a whole series about him. I'm
Right.
mad they only gave him a few episodes. Like I was watching Korra and I was like, I'd rather hear about him.
Learning
Cancel
about
the show.
Airbending like people's or like the air out of people's lungs, like
That was crazy.
my
Like we
God.
never saw anybody die in the last Airbender, but he
he was cooking
dead.
people in that one.
And then that chick, they had the little like sparky boom lady.
Yeah.
Definitely metal bended around her head and blew her head off. And I was like, are we gonna act like somebody didn't just die on like a Y7 show?
The second it went online, they were like, "We're gonna make this jump dark."
Instant.
There was some incredibly like great stuff in there. Even like the whole idea of like the bending competitions and like the boxing competitions and like that setup. Like I love that kind of like I didn't like how they did it, but like I love the idea of it where like you move through the things and like you have the different like elements fighting each other. And I wish they put more like into that, and like we got to see a lot more of that because it was really only there to show Korra like learning how to airbend because she did that thing where she like became one with the air and like moved through all the elements. So I was like, all right, well, what's going on right now? But like even that, if we had a whole episode where we just watched people box in the ring and like knock each other out, like I'd love to see that, but we just didn't.
Yeah, and I guess like back on the subject of like American TV compared to like other things that we like really love and enjoy, I feel like American TV doesn't give us like whole episodes of things that we really want, in the sense of like in like Naruto, the Naruto and Sasuke fight was what people wanted.
Yes.
And they gave us plenty of like content, and like we were satisfied after that fight.
Even that fight though, like the way they did it was fantastic. Like it's a whole episode of nothing but them fighting, and as they're fighting, they fight throughout their life. Like, and you get their life, their life, and you see them fighting this struggle and having the struggle between each other throughout all the other episodes of the fight, and at the end, like it's resolved and obviously what happens. But like that was a great fight. It
didn't feel rushed. It wasn't like squeezed into like one episode. Like it built up to it, and then like we really got what we wanted. But I feel like in other shows, I guess like stuff that comes on cable too, there's more like, all right, we gotta have like these deadlines, and like certain things have to happen by a certain time. It's like, well, we have to make sure we get through the story in order to get to this time, like when the season ends. But like other shows, especially like anime, it'll come out like at its own timeline, and stuff will come out like through the year, and it's like, all right, we're gonna be ready when like we're completed, and like I'm satisfied with like the finished product. Instead of like, all right, let's just get it out before the season ends because we have to make our money.
That's America.
That is America. This is America.
This is America.
So it's like less. There's less passion in American television.
Literally, Naruto and Sasuke. I know we keep talking about this fight. They did not back off at all. Like Naruto and Sasuke, they yell at each other for like 20 minutes in the episode before this, and then this episode they like Sasuke does his giant like Susanoo thing, and Naruto goes into the Nine-Tailed Fox, and like giants fighting giants, man. I don't know if the statute of limitation up is on that for spoilers, but spoiler alert on that one. But like, and the American TV is like, oh, let's fight, and like 20 minutes later, like, oh, I love you, and like we're hugging each other again. I'm like, what the heck just happened?
Yeah,
like, I'm done with this.
I feel like stuff is really rushed.
Like it's a cash grab.
Yeah,
It's a cash grab.
and I feel like even with like things that like we really enjoy, like everybody loves like their superhero stuff, and it's like, oh my gosh, like instead of just having like this one movie where I'm gonna sit for an hour and a half and like see my favorite superhero, I get to check in every week and watch what they're doing. But instead of me getting what I want from this, like I want to see Spider-Man go out there and do all this stuff, it's like, all right, we're gonna give you like Peter Parker at school, Mary Jane, and like I'm gonna give you little bits and pieces of what you want like in each episode, instead of like satisfying me with like entire episodes, because it's like, all right, we've got a certain like set amount of time to get through everything, and we're just gonna like rush through it in order to like meet a deadline.
Yeah, I feel like I'd be okay with the state of television right now, in my mind, if I didn't already know what a good story looks like, because Endgame literally just came out.
Oh wow!
Like if I didn't already, like if I didn't have something to like judge what a good, like movies are right now, like there's been 2018 was not good for movies. I'm impressed with that. Like we had some good ones. Infinity War came out, but like Venom, not a good movie.
Oh wow!
There was a lot of really bad movies, but like the good movies showed me what a good story looks like. And then in TV, I'm like, all right, let's go. And like all the good stories are like trash.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what?
Yeah, I was talking to someone else about we had just seen like Detective Pikachu, and I'm not gonna spoil anything.
That one literally did just come out, so we won't spoil that one.
Yeah. But like we were talking about how like Venom and Detective Pikachu are like kind of similar in the sense of like they're just really funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll give you that. Venom was funny.
Yeah.
But it just wasn't. It wasn't a good movie.
Right. And there's like I feel like there's bad acting in both of them, and like just elements of the story that could be made more compelling, but at the same time, like the comedy is what people really really latch on to. I feel like because look, I mean, good comedy can fix basically anything.
I would say yes, except I still don't like Venom.
Oh man.
And I know I've said that movie like 3 times in the last 20 minutes.
I love Venom.
That movie was garbage. It was bad, almost as bad as Fallen Kingdom, the new Jurassic Park one. That movie was bad too. And I'm sorry if you love either one of those movies. I don't mean to like.
I do love Jurassic Park.
I don't mean. I don't mean to like just kill all your dreams. All the movies you love are bad. And if you're listening to this and you like Venom and Jurassic Park, you're allowed to like it. I hated both of those movies.
I do feel like it was pretty bad.
Yeah.
And I especially like coming from the movie before. I guess I had high hopes. I was like, all right, now we're getting our dinosaurs back and everything.
Yeah, Jurassic World was pretty decent.
The guy slid out with all the little dinosaur DNA, and I'm like, oh, we're gonna get another movie. And I thought it was about to be like, I guess more militaristic in the sense of like we're gonna have a lot going on. But really, it was just like they all met in the basement of some rich guy's house. I'm like, all right, we're selling some dinosaurs.
Hey, what?
Yeah, and I was like, oh, this is the movie. Okay, all right.
This is Lil Rapty.
Yeah. And I was like, oh, this is what I waited for. And I was like, oh, this is not good. It wasn't that funny. like the action scenes. Like I was like, all right, at least I'm gonna see some dinosaurs fight.
Oh man.
And then they cheesed everything. Like the dinosaur, literally the best dinosaur in the whole movie fell through a window and died when it fell onto a fossil. And I was like, this is stupid.
I'm just imagining them like selling the dinosaurs in the basement, and some mom comes up. She's like, "My little Johnny wants a little dinosaur. What do you got? Oh, this is a little Stegosaurus. It's $5. Like what?
Yeah, it was no bueno.
The trailers show that it's like the underground like rich people bidding black market style thing.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That's the how you know you've made it is when
when you out there buying dinosaurs.
So I've held off enough. Attack on Titan.
Ah.
It's back.
Yeah.
All of that before was really just my segue in talking about this. I don't know where to begin with this. I'll preface it with this.
Oh wow, most recent episode?
Did you watch it?
I did.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You have not read the manga.
I have not.
I spoiled the manga for you.
Yeah, a little bit of it, yeah.
And I read the manga. And for those of you who now hate me, I don't spoil a lot of stuff for people. I do have a big mouth, okay? Hence the fact that I've spoiled at least 3 different things that I could think of on this podcast. Not this podcast, but this episode. And I've mentioned before, I talk without thinking. And yeah, I'll admit, I spoiled it for Wade. There are a lot of people, though, that I'm watching it with that I haven't spoiled it for, so don't fight me. So you know kind of what's going to happen.
I know a very basic detail, one very basic detail. I don't know any specifics of it. I just know what they're gonna find in the basement, but I'm not sure what that really means for them.
And you've been keeping up, so you're caught up?
Yeah.
Okay.
I saw the recent thing.
So we'll just look at you then.
Oh wow.
How? And we'll start with this. What do y'all think about this where we are right now?
Oh man.
I'm puzzled a little bit.
Yeah, that's what I love about the show. To be completely honest, I love, I don't want to spoil that much, but at the beginning of the show, when you
want to move to a different topic and
no,
he said this is what I've been waiting for.
At the beginning of the show, episode 1, we came in and everyone was like, "Oh, this is great" and everything. But the thing about the show is you really only ever at that point you only know about 5% about the world and what's going on in general.
Mm.
At the end of the first season, you get a bunch of stuff. Now you're at 10% of what you know is happening, and you have enough questions to be able to fill in the blanks for about 20%.
Yeah.
Obviously, we're gonna end in the basement. We're gonna know 100%. I'm not gonna tell you what's in there, but we'll know 100% of the world and what's happening. But
the show ends in the basement.
No.
Oh, okay. Good.
Well, I don't know if it'll end or not. The manga's still going.
Okay. Gotcha.
But you'll be caught up on the workings of the world throughout the whole season 2 and the beginning of this season, part 1 of this season. You're just learning more and more. I would say you're only about 60% fully up to date. So all the questions you have, they're legitimate questions.
Yeah.
And that's kind of what I love about the show, because it shows a bunch of stuff and you're like, what the heck is this? And it's just moving on. And you're no, back up. What?
Literally all the transferring consciousness stuff. And I guess I haven't been paying attention enough when the little thing comes on in the middle of the episode and it's you gotta read this, otherwise you're gonna be lost. Yeah. Because Reiner definitely got stabbed in the head. And I was like, oh, we got him! we're about to solve it right here.
Yeah,
He's just kidding.
Levi stabs him, then they blow his head off, and then he's just walking again. I'm
the last episode that, I was like, so where I'm at now and why I said I'm so puzzled, and something I really love, especially in anime, is when our protagonists and stuff are in a situation and logically I can't think of a way that they're going to get out. And then in Hunter x Hunter, there's so much stuff and I was like, well, I don't know how they're going to get out of this. And I'm so happy with that series that the series is already over. It's I'm gonna binge through it because I gotta see what happens. This one, I'm I had to wait in anticipation because literally there's no way I see them getting out of this. The wall is surrounded. The Beast Titan is crumpling up boulders and killed almost everybody. Yeah. And it's Erwin's we're just gonna run out there. Right. And
what did you think about that?
I was like, well,
what did you think about that charge?
This is taking a little Akame got killed turn. I'm like, I guess everybody's just gonna die.
Right. Dude, Erwin might be alive still, honestly.
He got hit in the side. So I was like,
we didn't actually see him die.
Yeah. So but it's looking real grim.
Right. Yeah. But he might get to see the basement still. Probably not the way the series goes.
I hope he does.
I love that. So when I read the manga, I read that. I was like, why are you doing this, bro? This is the dumbest thing you could do in this time.
He really do. But we're going to die.
I love how in the anime they're we can't stay here. We can't go over the wall. We can't stay here. What we gonna do here? I guess we just gotta charge him.
Yeah. You can either die right here or die over there. And I was like, you're not wrong. You're not wrong.
See, my line of thought right now is just like, Aaron already knows that he can like kind of like influence what the Titans do. So like, why are we not seeing that?
Yeah, I need into season 2 type
See,
stuff.
so this is where I have to temper myself because I know why, but like I don't want to like why. The only thing that like I think I could say is that like we've been shown that it doesn't work all the time. Because remember in the last season, well not last season, this season when he's like trying to get Rod Race to like stop and he's like waving his arms around like stop, and Rod Race is like look at him and like keeps going. There's like a giant Titan and then they have like
oh my gosh.
Like we've been shown that it doesn't work all the time. So there's some sort of trigger.
Okay.
There's some sort of way he has to do it. And whether that's he just hasn't been able to tap into it yet. Like, he was stabbed as a Titan and turned into a Titan when he was like young, right after the gate was broken. And like he went throughout the whole soldier program not knowing he was a Titan until he got eaten. So like it might be something like that where like he just doesn't know how to use it yet.
Yeah.
Or it might be something like he just doesn't know the trigger to like, oh, I have to like be standing on 2 feet. Or like I have to be standing on my head to do it. Like that kind of thing.
Because like when he did it, like he found the Titan that ate his mom.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like there was something like super emotional in that, and then like it finally came out. So maybe stuff is really going down in this episode.
Right. Hey,
so this might be the one.
Hey, he told Mikasa, "I love you," and so Mikasa's gonna die. That's what it has to be.
Oh, here we go.
I'm not gonna confirm or deny anything, and that doesn't mean she is or is not gonna die. That's just me. I'm not gonna say anything.
Yeah.
We know that they at least get to a point where Aaron, and Levi are standing on a building because of that after scenes thing.
Oh snap! And she was gonna kill Levi.
So we know that at least at some point it's going to go there. So for the time being, we know she's fine, and he's fine, and Levi's fine.
Well, Levi's not fine.
Well, I'm really trying to see what's going on with this. Levi is hopping around the Titans to get to the Beast Titan. We've already seen what the Beast Titan has done to the whole Survey Corps.
Hey, Joker's killing the Titans up to the Beast Titan.
Yeah, he's not just hopping. He wink, wink.
Hey, that Beast Titan's gonna see all these Titans like drop into his right and be like, "What the heck is happening?"
In all honesty, like that Beast Titan has done some stuff. And we know Levi is the nicest, but I don't know what's gonna happen when he gets there.
Did y'all? So obviously, like when they were like, "We're going back to Shiganshina," there's gonna be a fight here, like for sure. Like I think all of us could have predicted that. Me knowing it's gonna happen to y'all, like it's gonna happen. Were y'all expecting anything like this?
No. Like this is they are cooked.
I was low key expecting them to just run into like the Titans that weren't transforming, and like get to the basement, and then maybe like something would happen after that.
I guess Max like seeing like Myrtle and Reiner there, like that'd be it. But so far, like that's the only ones that have really like caused an issue.
Well,
kind of. But like
I think Beast Titan throwing rocks is kind of an issue.
Well, I guess but them heading there, like I wasn't anticipating seeing the Beast Titan there,
right?
Or him to cause a problem like this, because early on we seen him do some stuff. That joke was like throwing horses or throwing stuff at the horses or whatever early on, and then like he had all those other Titans in check.
Right.
Like I definitely laugh about that.
Did he like okay, so when the Beast Titan appeared, all the other Titans that like formed that line appeared at the same time. How?
That was it.
Are they all
summoning jutsu?
Are they all transforming Titans, or did he control their transforming? Because I think we already have seen like people turn into Titans, like Connie's mom, who we were like, how did that happen? And we know the Beast Titan was
know you get turned into a Titan through the serum.
Okay, right.
So it could be a thing that he just like,
or
all right, everyone, line up.
Zip, zip, zip,
zip,
zip,
zip.
zip.
Well, like they all came up at the same time. So like,
yeah, right.
Maybe he just had them all do it at the same time. Like,
yeah.
But like, what kind of dedication do you have to have? Like, imagine that. Like, all right, like I'm gonna fight with you, bro. But like, your plan is for me to just stab myself and turn myself into a Titan. Not a smart Titan, but like a normal Titan.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, I can't get out of this. Like,
yeah.
At some point, I don't know if I'm gonna agree with that. So like, the fact that somehow he got a bunch of people to do that.
Right.
Pretty impressive.
Yeah.
Which have y'all seen like the episodes that are like not actually like in the seasons?
The OVAs.
Yeah.
I think I know what you're referring to. I saw the scene with Levi talking to the one Titan. But I didn't see anything else other than that.
Because it was a Titan that was it had like that other human that was like writing the notebook.
Oh yeah, Elsa's notebook or whatever it is. It wasn't Levi talking. Yeah.
Yeah. But like I'm confused about that. How did like that Titan could speak, and was like, but like it was like trying to be intelligent and whatnot, but then it just like freaked out and ate her. It killed her. I don't know if it actually ate her. But it was just like what is happening? Like I think that's one of the things about Attack on Titan that I love is just like this. It's the same discovery that you like we were talking about with Avatar: The Last Airbender. Like like you get to discover this world, and like I love like looking at like the politics of everything, and then like just like the mysteries of the Titan and like all this different stuff. Yo, when the military took over.
that coup, bro.
Yo, that jump was so smooth. It was so smooth.
They were like, "Yo, we already took over, bro." Like, they're like, "You can't do this." It's like, you don't understand, bro. This is not a revolution. Like, we've already done it.
This is done.
This is done, bro.
Y'all is done.
Y'all are cooked. Yeah, I definitely appreciate that. I love seeing these characters have to come up with solutions out of situations that like when they're put to the limit.
Yeah.
Like, because Armin, I hate Armin. Armin's dumb.
Yeah.
Bump Armin. Like, this whole show, though, he's like, I'm smart. Like, I'm going to, like, on all this cast, like, what are you going to do, Armin? He's like, I got out of this. I'll use my brain. But, like, every decision he's made in this one has been dumb.
Oh, my God.
Like, every single decision he has made.
Let's talk.
All right.
I'm tired of hearing Annie scream.
Well, no, it's like, okay, so earlier
I also
in
love
the
that
series,
too because Berto was like, he's like, who decided that you gotta fight this? Berto's like, I did.
Right.
I was like, bro.
Said, I'll talk if you die.
Earlier in the series, like I feel like Armin like thought he sucked though. Like he didn't think he was any good. He didn't think he was any use.
He doesn't think he's any good now either.
Right. But like people keep telling him that he's smart. So I don't even think it's like he thinks he's all smart, but people trust him. Like even like Eren and Mikasa, they're like, bro, you are so smart.
Well, he's been able to think. He's been able to think through situations before.
Right.
Like, even the
first season. Yeah.
He was able to get him out of being killed by the military when Eren first got turned into a Titan.
Well, he wasn't.
He was able to. Yeah. He was able to figure out like Bertolt likes Annie and bring that up so Bertolt goes mentally unstable.
Right.
So that they can get out of there. So like he's been able to do stuff in the past that's like gotten them through, but like everything he's done now in this situation has been the wrong choice.
Yeah. Which can we just talk about like how much I forgot his name. Who's the dude who like sucked at first? Like
John?
John.
My favorite character, boys.
You make the decision now.
I love John. I love John. John's my dude.
Bro.
He was like
that is how you do character growth. Like what?
He started off as such a bad character and like now he was like, John, take over. He's like, alright, like let's do it. Like I don't got a plan, but like we gotta do something, so let's go.
Mm-hmm.
I loved seeing him do that because like I said, he's one of my favorite characters in the show.
Yeah.
Because like, he's one of the only characters in the Scouts that's not either for some reason an Ackerman who for some reason are just better than everyone else, or a Titan. Like he's one of the only Scouts that's either not an Ackerman, not a Titan, or not Armin. He's a normal dude, and like he's still able to do all this stuff.
Yeah, and not Connie. That's another.
Yeah, I love Connie. I don't care what anybody says.
I
love all bald-headed anime characters.
I love Connie simply for the jokes.
Yeah,
and the bad jokes too. Like they're all terrible.
Yo, but Potato Girl, come on.
Sasha's tight. I do like Sasha.
Sasha just like wrecks everyone. She could be an Ackerman. We don't know.
Yeah. I do like Sasha. I have something I wanted to bring up. Oh yeah, so a couple of episodes ago, when we saw Reiner and Bertolt kill Marco,
they definitely. Oh my god, that was so dirty.
how did y'all like? Because they hinted at that in like previous episodes before, but like we finally got to see it. How did y'all feel about that one?
I feel like Buddy lost his life for such a for such a goofy mistake.
Right.
Like if this is such an important thing, why are they there just sitting there talking on a rooftop? And obviously somebody's gonna be like, all right, we're in the middle of a fight. What are y'all doing?
Right.
And then go up and they're like, oh, he heard us. Haha, we're kidding. And he's like, okay,
Yeah,
guy. And then they took the man's gear and they're like, instead of just like stabbing you or something, we're gonna let you get eaten.
Yeah,
that was
messed up.
that was one of the parts in the first season that, like, when Jean finds him dead, that was like a defining moment for Jean, but also a defining moment for the show and for the watchers, readers,
I guess
audience.
Yeah,
there it is. Like, to see that we'd already become used to the idea that like main characters are gonna die. Like they had that whole fight where like half the 1/4 gets killed. Aaron
Right.
almost dies. He comes back, but like to see Marco's the only one that dies that's like a main character,
Yeah.
right? All the other 1/4 members that died, they're like, oh, you were cool for like the 2 minutes you were in, but like bye. So to see him die, like that was a defining moment for the show, and then to go back and actually see how it happened,
Right.
like
This is pretty crazy.
Which, like, even in some way, like, the fact that they didn't show it at first made you kind of suspicious. Like, what the heck?
Yeah.
Like, like everyone else, even the people who weren't important, you got to see
Yeah.
them, like, actually die.
yeah.
But,
Yeah.
like, now right here, like, we're having, like, this dude just show up in, like, a vomit thing or whatever.
Yeah.
Like, what?
Yeah,
That's so, like, that's...
yeah,
Hey, I can't believe they did him like that.
Yeah, that was so filthy.
yeah. But so they're cooked right now. With the Colossal Titan on the inside and
Yeah,
the
they
Beast Titan on
definitely
the
are.
outside.
And then he hopped out and blew up like all a Hunja squad, and I was like,
Yeah,
well,
Hunja squad, like,
we
We don't know they're dead,
Hey, but they got
but
burned.
they got cooked for sure. And then Erwin and all the like our comrades are watching
Yeah.
it, so you got to see all the ghosts of all the people that like we've seen die.
Yeah.
I was done.
That
I was
entire
like,
squad.
I have a question with, or not even a question, like a comment. All right, so the Colossal Titan transforms, and that junk looks like a nuke. But like season 1, he just shows up by the wall, and he just appears.
Well, I will say in season 1 and all the other transformations, he's already on the ground when it happens. If you remember, he jumps into the air and he transforms in the air and then power bombs into the ground.
Okay.
And if that, like, imagine that's like a meteorite hitting the ground. Like, that's
Okay.
gonna be a nuke.
I was about to say, because like he just popped up by the wall, and it took Reiner running through he kicked it. Like the Colossal Titan kicked the wall, and then like Reiner ran through. But I was like, that wall should not be there the way it looked, like how he blew up in the middle of the city.
Well, okay, so my question is like does he really, when he transforms like that, does he really hit with that much force? Because we saw earlier, Annie was scared to transform like inside like that the tunnel or whatever it was, because she was like y'all trying to get me to transform down here because like I'll get like captured or caught or something.
Yeah, I don't remember. I think she was more worried about being in the dark and like not being able to see people attack her. I don't remember specifically if it was like I can't transform in this tunnel, or like if it's like if I go down there, like y'all are gonna cook me.
Okay.
But yeah, she was definitely afraid of that as well. And she's still sitting in the crystal somewhere. Like,
She definitely is.
bump Annie. But yeah, so that happened.
And I feel like the top 2, like creepiest Titan, or top 3 creepiest Titans. Like we got the one that ate Aaron's mom.
Yeah.
I didn't enjoy that
Smiling
one.
Titan.
Yeah,
What a
and
beautiful
Rod
then Reyes,
Titan.
but he came up and like it looked a Mortal
Has no
Kombat
face.
fatality, and then the Cart Titan. Bro, he talked and I was about to have nightmares about it. I was like, his voice is so wide, like it just sounded like pure evil. I was like, I don't know if I want to watch this no more.
Oh,
He's
no.
gonna talk, and it was disgusting.
He's cooked.
Yeah, but
So
he's
we-
a little quadruped.
We haven't
He's
gotten
got a plus and
He's just chill with like
Yeah.
holes and all the stuff.
Yeah.
Yep.
We haven't gotten a lot of. We've gotten a little bit, but we haven't gotten a lot of character development for the Beast Titan. But we've actually seen him outside of his Beast Titan form now.
Yeah.
We've seen him talk, we've seen him lead, and we got a name for him now. because they called him War Chief Zeke. So his name is Zeke. He's the Beast Titan, but he's also the War Chief apparently. What do we think about him so far? Realizing that's a very narrow.
He's a problem.
Realizing that's a very narrow question because he's had one conversation. He's had 2 conversations that we know of outside of his Titan form. But what do y'all think of his character so far? Not just his Titan form, but like his character.
Dude, I don't even know. Like it's it's super weird because like it seems like he was experimenting with people.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm not I'm not sure why.
Okay.
I don't know what his purpose is because he was doing all this testing with people. That's like when we saw Connie's mom turn into a Titan and whatnot, or who we can assume was Connie's mom.
Yeah.
But then now it's just a battle for to get Eren. But I'm confused well, okay, so I guess Eren's power is something that's that's highly desired that they don't have.
Yeah, his power, his ability to, because even if he can't use it, we know for sure he does have the coordinate power.
Right. Which
we've seen his dad eat the coordinate, and then his dad became both whatever Titan. I think at this point they've named it. I'm gonna go in and name it the Attack Titan.
Yeah.
Attack on Titan, Tat Titan. See what the show did there.
Yeah.
So that's Eren's model. Plus the Coordinate Titan, which is the one model that his dad ate, and Eren ate his dad, who had both of them. So we do know that power has stacked, and that Eren is both this Attack Titan and the Coordinate.
Right.
But he hasn't been, up until now, he hasn't been able to use it, like I said before.
Right. Which they were saying, you have to have the royal blood to be able to use that. But then recently they were but what if he learns to use it? So, does he need the royal blood or not?
Oh, you talking about specifically Reinar?
I think so. Yeah, I think someone was talking about Eren using the coordinates power.
Yeah. So Rod Race did say you have to have noble blood to use it, and we've seen Eren use it once. We know that Eren can use it, and we know Eren's not of royal blood.
But what if he is?
Hold on.
That would be a twist.
That would be a twist.
So at some level, either Rod Reese was lying or there's something else to do with it.
Yeah.
But I obviously know, but I'm not going to tell you.
Yeah. Well, it even we know that transforming a lot does cause Eren some type of physical stress and starts breaking his physical form down in some way because he'll get nosebleeds and not heal as fast after a while and stuff like that. So maybe that's part of it, the fact that he's not the noble blood, his body doesn't adapt to it as well.
Yeah, we haven't seen Reinar and Bertolt have that kind of reaction.
Yeah.
So
but then again, they also don't have the coordinate. Maybe it's just something that the coordinate does.
Yeah, going back to the Beast Titan though, what do we think about him? Thoughts about him? I know that it's very he's one of those characters that at this point is probably one of the most important characters of the entire show, just because of what he's doing, and we know literally nothing about him other than his name now, and the fact that he has a very hairy Titan that looks like an ape that can throw things.
They can throw things very fast.
Yeah.
Bro, he's an issue, and I feel compared to other really prominent anime villains, we fear them because we know who they are and what they're capable of. Madara, people knew what Madara's about.
Yeah.
So it's we're not gonna mess with him. Yeah. But the Beast Titan, we know nothing about him. We know
even you mentioned Hunter x Hunter. Even the Chimera Ant King, Hisoka, Kido's brother. I don't remember what his name is.
Illumi.
Yeah, Illumi. We've seen what Illumi and Hisoka can do from the first season.
Yeah.
And when the Ant King came out, we saw what he was capable of. So we were very aware of their power and what they could do, and that's why we're afraid of them.
Yeah, and skilled to other people.
Mm-hmm.
Because in the Hunter exam, it's
Crollo or whatever.
Yeah. We see them in action compared to other people, so we have a good sense of like how strong they are, and when you like understand motives, like we know what they're trying to achieve. With the Titans, we have no clue.
Yeah,
Like, we just know that they want Aaron.
The only thing we know about the Beast Titan is his name is Zeke. He throws things. He wears glasses, and he beat up Reinar in the end of that one episode.
And he's like, I don't know if it's like the same power as
Aaron, but
but he definitely has some type of
control
like
over
pull over the Titans, because like when they like ran up on like the scouts, I forgot exactly where it was, but like all I know is like the Titans came from like around the tree, and then and like it was like a Baron Titans too, and like one hit like a little kickflip or whatever and started running at everybody, and I was like, obviously he has some type of tail, and just like now how he's got like the whole wall surrounded, he does have some influence on what they do. And I was like, well, like I don't know what he's up to. We just know he's nice, and like I don't see anybody making out of this.
Right.
Yeah.
Which like I think it's crazy. Like we still haven't seen anyone who can like. Oh wait, no. What's her face died? Who's the girl who could transform into that one Titan with the big head?
Ymir.
Yeah.
Well, she died, right?
No.
She like ran off.
She went off with, at the end of season 2, she went with Reinar and Bertolt back to the wall.
Hey, what happened to her?
That's a good question. That is a great question.
She's over there somewhere.
That is a great question.
Oh no! So we haven't seen any like.
All I will say about Ymir is you have not seen her yet.
Yeah.
Right.
End of story.
Like of the current workings, we haven't seen any like Titans die, or sorry, we haven't seen any like transforming Titans die from like someone like trying to cut them or something.
Yeah.
Like every single one of them always seems to survive.
Oh, like that.
Yeah, we do know
Reiner's supposed to be
that's
dead.
technically not true. We did see Frida, whatever his name is, die in the flashback with Aaron's father. He definitely killed her. She was a transforming Titan. The original coordinate.
Okay.
And we know that Titan and Aaron's father, Aaronator's father, we know that Titan powers are passed down by eating whoever has the ability. We don't know what happens if you kill a Titan without eating them. But you are right. We have only seen 2 Titans die, and they were both in flashbacks.
Right.
And both of them are insignificant characters.
Right.
I wouldn't call Aaron's father or whatever her name is, sister, insignificant, but they're not around anymore.
Yeah.
And they're not central to the plot.
Right. And even then, so what's her face died like from a sword or something, or a knife.
Who?
In the flashback.
No, in the flashback when Aaron's father went to go confront them.
Right.
He turned into a Titan. She turned into a Titan, and then he beat her and ate like. If you watch that scene again, he bites into her neck and eats her.
Right, so only Titans have actually like been able to kill Titans who...
Only Titans have been able to kill Titans...
Like, for the transformative
power.
Yeah.
In the flashback where you see Aaron eat his father, Aaron's father turns him into a Titan, but then doesn't turn into a Titan.
Right, yeah.
And Aaron eats him. And then there is... I don't remember if they gave him a name. There is Reinar and Bertolt's friend that Ymir eats. Which, as I say that now, I don't think they actually confirmed that he was an actual Titan. But
she was able to transform after eating him.
Yeah. So
he had to be.
Don't fight me for telling y'all he was a Titan. He was a Titan.
I mean, it's obvious.
It wasn't confirmed through the show, but it was pretty obvious when they said you have to eat a Titan in order to become a Titan shifter. Like, it's pretty obvious after that's what happened there.
Right. So, but so we haven't seen like anyone who like can't transform into a Titan defeat someone who can transform into a Titan.
Yeah.
So like basically, I'm pretty sure that the Beast Titan's not going to be defeated.
Yeah, Levi made a promise, and he's very set on keeping that promise.
I don't know.
I don't see, I feel like we saw like at the end of when Reiner and the Beast Titan fought, we saw what happened.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So I was like, Levi's going to have to really... I don't know.
He couldn't even take out Reiner.
Yeah.
Like, when Reiner popped out of the wall, like, Levi doesn't hold back, but he still couldn't do it.
Yeah. But,
Listen, they designed a weapon specifically to fight Reinar with the Thunder Spears and have not been able to do it. Those Thunder Spears are cool too.
They did the job. Oh my god, they did the job. And now I feel like until recently, because you said they said it a while ago, where like Titans could like transfer their consciousness.
I don't remember saying that, but
it must have came up like a while ago. But ever since it's got to like this point and it happened at one time, it's been happening so many times afterwards.
Well, so it's only been happening to Reinar, and it's only because he's gotten cooked so much.
Yes, because he got stabbed in the head. And they're kidding, I'm not dead, transform. Got the top of his head blown off. He's kidding, it's in my Titan's nervous
rebuilt
system.
his head. That Joker was lying there on the ground, regenerating his head.
Yeah, I was like, ain't no, like, this man has to be dead. Like, I was so excited when that one episode ended, and all you see was, like, just his jaw. And I was like, they did it! They did it! They're gonna win! And then the next episode, I'm back.
Right, he just, like, flipped over so they couldn't finish him off. Like, what the heck? That's not cool.
See, I actually, like...
He didn't have no ears. How did he hear? What the heck? Berto was like, if you can hear me, flip over.
Well, I guess his Titan form still
I guess, something like that.
He was able to get the sensory input from the Titan.
Yeah, I was like, there's no way.
Yeah,
he's cooked.
Bertolt said, flip over, alright, you gotta move a little bit so that you don't die, and then immediately started talking to Armin, said a bunch of random stuff. I was like...
Yeah.
I was kind of upset at Bertolt. He almost spilled the whole beans there, to be completely honest.
I'm okay with it.
And then Armin was like, "You good?" And Bertolt, he literally said, I only came to talk to you because I wanted to know if I could hesitate again, but like I don't care anymore. Y'all all gonna die." And I was like,
"Yeah."
Yo, Mikasa should have been ready to just like.
Yeah,
kill
I'm saying.
Like,
so the thing about it is like she jumped right on Bertolt before and got him.
Mm-hmm.
But like this time, it was almost like as if he was ready for her, because like you saw him react. Like he actually blocked the first swing,
and he kicked her in her head.
And then he kicked her, and then she did get his ear. I'll give her that. But like he was able to get out of the way. So like that, like I didn't remember Bertolt like being able to
ready
fight
this
that.
time. Yeah, ready this time. He's not playing no games.
Yeah.
Hey, they get some type of like super serum or something. Like what was going on?
Oh wow, Captain America.
Right. Captain America.
They should not be able to react that quickly suddenly.
Yeah.
Well, he's also lanky and like uncoordinated.
Right. But now he's coordinated.
Yeah, I feel like people do pick on him. Like he's the weakest link, but he's
I will say this.
Colossal
in the last podcast episode we did, at the end of it, we talked about like what we were looking forward to this season, and like I'll ask the same question to y'all in a minute, and some other questions. We did talk about like what we're looking forward to. I did mention, I'm talking to you, the listener at home. I did mention one of my favorite characters coming through. You got to see him in the last episode before the break. He is not there so far. I think, as it turns out, he was just a cameo. Makes me really sad. And that's all I'm going to say about that. But if you remember, I pointed this out to you for sure, when they're riding to the wall, and they're all like, yeah, we're going to do it! Like, you see Reinar sitting on the wall, and the dude behind him standing. Like, if you look closely, that is not Bertolt's character art. That is a completely different dude. And I was really excited to be able to see him, because I thought like maybe they'd change up the story.
Yeah.
But he has not appeared, and at this point, he's not going to appear. We will find out who he is later. I'm really sad.
Oh wow.
He's one of my. I don't know why. Like I pick up on characters in shows and like movies and stuff that I'm like, this dude's tight. And like it'll change after time, or like I'll realize I was wrong and like move on. But like that one dude, I don't know why I picked up on him, but I like him. But yeah, so they're cooked right now. Where are we going from here?
In all honesty, from the way the situation is looking, I don't believe that Levi can kill the Beast Titan.
So you think they lost?
I don't think. Well, is a loss like everybody dying?
So, sure. Like prediction. Like where's this going?
Okay, I don't see Levi dying, because obviously he has to get back to the top of the wall, and he's gonna have his little skirmish with Eren and Mikasa. So they're gonna be alive. And I don't see Erwin dying right now. I don't want it to happen, and I feel like I'm trying to speak it into existence. But I don't see Irwin dying because he's so crucial. Definitely all the recruits that are going in are dying.
Even the big-haired idiot one who complained about how his life has no meaning.
Yeah,
I hate it.
He was a
him.
goofball.
I hate
He
him.
needs to die first.
I hate him.
Yeah.
He's gonna die the most out of
Yeah,
everyone.
he's died the most. 2 times.
I hate him. His name is Floke.
Wow.
Even his name just sounds
The
dumb.
goofball. But
I hate him.
Yeah.
Or maybe it's Flock. In the manga it's Floch. Floch.
That's some letters.
I hate him. He needs to die.
Yeah,
He needs to die right the freak now.
but I
Get that nurse.
I feel like the little cast we have from the Survey Corps is gonna make it. Like all the crew that's with Aaron right now, I see like all of them making it. I don't know.
Which is surprising to me because of all of them, like they're the ones that I feel like if I hadn't read the manga, I couldn't think of a way to get him out.
Yeah.
Like Levi fighting Beast Titan, like yeah, I can see where you like he might not win, but like it's Levi. So
Yeah.
at some point he's like at least going to make it to where the Beast Titan may have to like retreat. Like I can
Yeah.
see him getting out of that situation.
Yeah.
Do the others on the other side of the wall? Like they gotta fight Bertolt, and now they gotta fight Reiner again.
Yeah,
and it's
because
just
he
the five of
definitely
them.
got Aaron definitely got mollywalked
Yeah,
into the
so
wall.
like it's interesting to me that you say like yeah they're fine when like they're the ones that I can't think of like if I'm thinking
Yeah.
outside of what happens in the manga like I can't think of a way for them to get out.
I can't see it, but just like knowing that, like, all right, this is like they're the main people.
Mhm.
I guess for story's sake, they're
Like,
going to make it out.
they have
but
to
like,
make it
but
out.
like logically,
Plot armor.
yeah, it's going to have to be some super plot armor.
Right.
Because
Bertolt
Aaron
smashed-
is still up on the wall.
Reiner goes in to smash John and like his fist just stops and like an invisible shield pops up around John.
Oh wow, sheer hero.
Yeah. What about you, Wade?
Well, since we kind of brought up Ymir is not around,
Wow.
but definitely was with them. Either she's still hiding somewhere, about to show
Yeah, I
up, do something.
Yeah, I don't know how to not spoil that part
Yeah.
without saying like we just haven't seen her yet.
Right.
And I realize that like people at home are gonna be like, oh, that means that she's there somewhere, or like, oh, that means she's not there. Like, it doesn't mean anything. It just means we haven't seen her.
Yeah, I feel like she's there. I don't know if she's like really like devoted to their side, or like the
So the only like historically, she's the only thing she's devoted to is Krista.
right.
Historia.
Historia.
But
And she's
Historia's
definitely not there, so-
yeah.
yeah.
But like she also knows Historia loves those people, so
Yeah.
just maybe.
Yeah.
But honestly, like the way it's going, like they might do a little bit of a fight and like maybe have one victory where they like maybe they'll actually like take out Reiner or something. But
I
I feel
hope
like
so.
I feel like at the very least like they're gonna take Eren. Like I feel like it's gonna happen.
You feel like it's gonna happen?
Mm-hmm.
So
I feel like
So
okay. I guess I didn't
you
give
think-
a real answer for what's going on.
okay,
Okay, so like logically, I don't see them making out of this.
Yeah.
So definitely some outside force is going to have to come in. I don't think it's gonna be Ymir because I don't think she's
not strong
enough.
enough.
Yeah, she's
Yeah.
enough. But there's definitely gonna be there's gonna be some type of outside force, or Aaron's gonna learn how to. I don't know what's gonna happen. He's gonna get up and learn how to use the little coordinate thing, and then there are all the Titans are gonna jump the
Right.
Beast Titan.
Oh, it's not.
But like in all honesty,
Hey.
like there's gonna have to be some cheese pulled or.
To be fair, Ymir's got sharp teeth. So like I'm just saying, if she like climbed up the colossal titan, just had a yeet, like
She's gonna get cooked. I don't know if other Titans
Hey,
get cooked like.
no,
like
she's
people,
a titan.
but-
She's fine. She's as hot as he is.
all right. So,
All right, wait,
so
Dean
both
said
of
it
y'all
first.
are under the impression that like some outside force is gonna have to help them.
Yeah.
Definitely,
All right.
because they do
Now-
not have enough.
Do they make it to the basement at the end of this fight?
Someone might, but the key's with Eren. So
And yeah,
it really
and you said that
depends.
Aaron's gonna go. So
I really think they're gonna get Eren, but if he ends up like leaving the key with someone some way, someone might get to the basement. But I think Eren is going to be too focused on himself getting to the basement for
Yeah.
that to happen. So I don't think they're gonna.
so your prediction is they make it, but like they can't open it.
Yeah.
That would suck.
Yeah, because I don't think they just gonna tell Erwin about it. No arm. Well, one arm.
One arm.
Bust up in the middle of the field, surrounded by Titans. he might not make it.
Well, I mean,
All right.
then again, like the key's not that complicated. So like, you
Yeah.
could probably pick that lock.
Yeah.
Sure.
But I feel like they're gonna do the little thing for like next episode. They're gonna almost get there. And so we might have like a 2 to 3 episodes
So you think
before they really get
you
in.
think they're gonna make it, but like it'll take a couple episodes.
It'll take a little bit, yeah.
Okay. Which brings me to the most important question of all time. And again, I spoiled this for you, so you kind of know what's in there.
Yeah.
Like, you can answer this question if you want. What's in it? What's in the basement? What is so important that all these people are dying for this?
Yeah. It's a cookbook about how to properly prepare a Titan.
Actually, though, that is what it is.
It's a cookbook on how to properly cook Titans.
I don't know, man. I feel like it's a little something so you can make the serum. That I feel like that's what it is.
Yeah, but why
'cause,
would
like,
you...
They really deceived me.
some
Like
of that yeast.
the last episode, like I like paused it because they were talking about some like black drink or whatever. And I was like, what's
Oh,
it?
yeah.
And they're like, it's just tea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, one of the first episodes has a slide, like a card about yeast, just like
Wow.
randomly.
This
But,
how
like-
you make bread.
Well, I mean, it might make Titans.
Wow.
Titan yeast.
You put it in people and they grew.
They just expand because, like, you add heat. Like when they transform, there's a little lightning bolt. You know, adds heat. Yeast kind of activates. You know, just expands.
Expands.
Okay. So, some sort of cookbook or the Titan serum.
Something like
Which-
that, yeah.
I can see...
Anti-Titan.
I can see it being
Anti-Titan serum. Oh, wow. Turn them back.
That would be a twist.
The basement is just like the mouth of a Titan.
Oh, wow. Got you.
It's just kind of chilling there.
And do you think it'll be worth it? Like, because
Has to be.
they've been building this up forever, but like all these Irwin's on the ground dying, like all these scouts are dying, like the Beast Titan, they're essentially have this war
Yeah.
over. We don't know,
Yeah.
but like the basement has said, this is the truth. Like, do we think it's actually worth it?
It has to be. 'Cause I mean,
I feel as if you asking that question kind of loads it. That's a question that you generally ask when you already know the answer.
I do already know the
And-
answer. I know everything
and-
about the show. I know everything. I won't say anything. I'm trying to figure out what they think.
No.
Like, it's an interesting situation for me because I love talking about the show. I love this show. I love, like, it does fall into a lot of tropes, but, like, I love the slow reveal of, like, finding out what truth is. I love looking back at the episodes now, knowing, like, what's going on and being able to see all the hints that are dropped about what's going on. I love watching with my friends and, like, seeing their reactions to stuff.
Yeah.
But, like, above all, it's one of those shows that I think, like, when the author wrote it, he didn't write it from the beginning and just go. He definitely wrote the end first. And, like, he knows where this is going to go.
Right.
And it's such a good story of, like, I'll spit out all the traditional, like, basic stuff, like overcoming evil, like, all this stuff. But, like, it's never held back. It's never been afraid to go places that, like, you are afraid to go. It's never been afraid to just kill people off.
First episode, it did all that.
Yeah, and I love it because of that. And so, like, I know all about this stuff, like, but I also love talking about it, so it's a difficult place for me.
Yeah.
So, like, trying to come up with questions to ask y'all that doesn't give away anything is very difficult. So, like, when I ask, like, is what's in the basement worth it, like, I'm not saying, like, whether I believe it is or not. I'm just saying, like, all we know about it is Aaron's father said, I'll show you what's in it. And Aaron says, hey, what's in it? And he says, the truth of the world. And, like, he dies. And we never get to learn about it again. And, like, so, but Aaron's father's also, like, as far as we know, just a doctor.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he's not anyone important.
Yeah.
Obviously, he was a Titan, and he knew where to go to find the race family when they were doing their special thing. So, like, maybe he was. But, like, as far as we've been told / confirmed, you could have all kinds of theories about who he is. But, like, as far as we've been confirmed, he's just a normal doctor.
Yeah.
So, like, him being able to say...
a studied man.
Yeah, he's a normal doctor that was once found outside the wall. That's all we know about him.
Yeah.
And he was a Titan. So, for him to say, like, the truth of the world's in this basement, like, raises the question, like, would a normal person like that know more than everyone else?
Mm.
So, like, when I ask, like, is what's in it worth it, like, I just want to know what, if y'all think, because even if it, like, changes the whole paradigm of the world, like, think about what we're going to sacrifice to get in there.
Yeah.
We're
All these
going to sacrifice,
lives,
we've probably, not confirmed yet, but we've probably sacrificed Hanji and Erwin, because both of those characters are characters that right now are in that weird in-between state where they're dead or not. We've sacrificed at least Hanji's squad. We've sacrificed all the other elite squads of the Scouts, and over the course of the show, all of the Scouts, to the point where it's literally just Aaron's squad, Levi, Erwin, and the recruits. And after that initial assault bombardment, we sacrificed the recruits. So, like, we sacrificed a whole lot to get to this point. And so the question has to be asked, like, is that, no matter if it changes the world or not, like, is it worth the sacrifice?
Yeah. I think even, like, when you look at, like, how Erwin is thinking about it all, he isn't looking for something that's, like, the cure for the Titans or, like, to defeat the Titans necessarily. He's looking just for truth.
Understand.
Like, understanding. Which, this is all kind of unfair because, like, you've told me what's in the basement. But,
Yeah.
like, it's crazy because, like, the show doesn't really put an emphasis on, like, this, like, miracle thing to just destroy the Titans. And, like, I think some people in the show may, like, believe that's what it is, perhaps. Mm-hmm. But, like, there's a lot of emphasis towards, like, truth and knowledge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think it'll be worth it, but maybe, like, not every character will see the worth of it.
Yeah.
That makes a lot of sense.
Because even, like I said, even if it changes the world, we've sacrificed a whole lot of people to get there.
Yeah.
Like, a whole lot of people. Starting with Marco, season 1.
Ah, Narts.
Starting with Aaron's mom.
Starting with Aaron's mom.
Episode 1.
That was a deep cut. We've definitely sacrificed a lot.
I didn't really care. She yelled a lot.
Well, but I'm glad that Titan got what was coming to him.
I feel like Aaron's mom was one of those characters that, like, I felt it for the characters, but, like, I didn't know her.
Yeah.
Like, she had, like, what, 2 lines before she died? I was like, oh, look, she did.
Yeah.
Like, I wasn't attached to her at all. Yeah. But I, like, understood the significance of it for them. Yeah. Because, like, obviously, like, if a Titan showed up and ate my mom, like, I'd be distraught.
Mm-hmm.
And, like, I'd want to kill all the Titans. But, like, I was like, you could have killed anyone, and I would have been, like, you could have gotten the same reaction from me. Yeah. Aaron literally could have said, like, oh, you killed all my friends. Or he could have said, oh, I saw this one baker get eaten, and I'm going to kill all the Titans. And, like, I would have been fine with it, because I didn't know Carla.
Yeah. He sees the one Titan that ate the baker. He's like, I loved his bread!
Yeah, Aaron could have literally have had any kind of reaction to any of that, and I would have been fine with it, because I'm not attached to those characters at that point.
I can't eat any more of his bread. The Titans gotta go.
It's like a Madara. If Madara showed up and, like, I'm the first person I'm gonna kill is the ramen maker from that one noodle shop. Like, Naruto would have gone off, and I would have understood that, like...
We know the ramen man, though. We know all the opportunities and experience he's gifted everybody. But, like, the whole leaf had turned up.
Mm-hmm. But, like, the Titan killing his mom, like, yeah, like, sure. I understand that's a significant thing for those characters. But, like, I don't care.
Yeah. In all honesty, I don't even like too many of the characters in Attack on Titan. Like, I like Levi, and just because he's cool, I like Erwin.
Okay, yeah.
And that's and Connie, because Connie's bald, and that's about it.
I liked Mikasa, but then, like, I realized that she was crazy.
She started getting crazier and crazier.
You don't like my boy Jean, bro?
No, dude, Jean though, yeah, I like Jean.
John's tight. I
honestly-
think he's gone through the most character development out of all of them.
Yeah, for sure.
Like Steve from Stranger Things.
Yeah, like
that's a
Mikasa,
whole new
like,
character.
and it's funny because he's not even the main character. Like
Yeah.
all the rest of them, like they've been through a lot, but he's the only one that's like, all right,
Progress
like,
for the better.
Progress for the better,
Yeah, Mikasa
yeah.
just she's
She just wrecks people. That's like her personality.
She's made progress, but I think in the wrong way.
Right. Hey, but I mean, maybe she'll be less crazy now that Aaron said he loves her. You know.
Or more crazy.
Or more crazy.
Yeah, I don't know how I feel about that one because they're technically brother and sister, not by blood, but like relationship.
This is Japan we're talking about, though.
No,
You
I
are
mean,
right.
It's Germany.
It's a Japanese anime made based off a German setting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they are. Well, Mikasa's not German.
Mikasa's
she's
half.
Japanese.
She's half Asian.
Or what? Asian? Did they not specify?
She's half. They said half Oriental.
Right.
No.
So Chinese.
I hate saying that term because I say that and everyone who's listening is gonna immediately start yelling stuff. That all that means is that she's of half Asian descent,
So she's half German.
and we don't know if that's like is the same type of thing as in our world. Like if Asian means the same type of thing.
You think like like in the U.S. in that world, or like over in North America, like it's still just like normal. Like
That'd be dumb. That'd be dumb. Like
Only Germany has Titans, and nobody wants to help them.
yeah, like, we got this whole like wall setting like hooked up, and like outside the walls, like everyone's just fine. They're like, yeah, we're chilling over here.
Like there's
Titans?
one more wall that's actually like surrounding where all the Titans are.
Yeah.
And no one knows about it because they haven't gone outside their wall.
Where everybody builds it around.
Yeah.
Germany's wrong. We're good.
Yeah,
takes
that-
place in the beginning of the Cold War.
Oh wow.
like they'll take field trips to it. Like this is the wall that separates us from the crazy people.
Yeah. Look at them over there flying around with their wires and their cords and their big people.
we found out how to beat the Titans a long time ago. We
Yeah.
just kind of left them over there.
I want to go to Germany. No.
I don't know.
Don't go
Here's the
there.
thing, I don't know how I
Go
feel.
outside of it.
I don't know how I'd feel about that though. If that's the truth, because like be like in the basement, like I don't know, some sort
Just
of
a map
like,
of the world.
like a map of the world, yeah. And his father's like, yeah, this is the truth. I'd be like, all right, what the heck? Like that's retconning the whole thing. Like technically not because like we've never really been outside the walls, but like, what the heck?
Well-
Wait, how you gonna do this to me?
Like, do Titans need oxygen? Like, could they just like go underwater?
That'd be so tough.
Like,
I'm gonna swim away. Kidding.
Yeah, you like sailing a boat, and all of a sudden the Titan just like grabs the boat and pulls it underwater.
That'd be so angry. They better not know how to swim.
like, cause I imagine like just for
Do
the
Titans
fact
float?
that. Well, they probably do actually, cause they're like super light, right?
Yeah.
Well, okay, wait. They're light when you like cut off a limb or something. But then like when they're like a full like Titan, like they can crush you.
So they wouldn't be able to swim because I guarantee you none of
Because
those
they can't
Titans know
even
how to
climb
swim.
trees.
But like,
Or well,
is it this thing
few
where
of
like,
them can-
is it this thing where like they go in the water and like they walk on the ground
Like
or the
hippo,
bottom,
Kind
or
of
if
like
like,
in,
or if like they float?
What?
walking on the ground, kind of like in
Pirates of the Caribbean.
Caribbean. Yeah.
Yeah,
I
with
would
all
like
those
that
like
if they could
zombies go.
float, especially like the aberrant kinds, because they'd probably get some movement. They and they get to your boats.
Like, get away!
I don't like any of the aberrant titans.
Hey, for those of you who couldn't see, Michael just did the funkiest swimming I've ever seen.
You better not have done that on your swim test for lifeguarding.
Oh, I definitely did it. Kind
I was about to
of. Kind of. I use both arms instead of my one arm.
I guess what we're saying is the only safe place is the sky. If you can make it to the sky,
Yo, flying
you're safe
Titans.
from Titans.
Yeah, that was.
Titan.
We've already got a beast titan.
Right.
We need a bird
Can you
titan.
imagine a Titan with wings is kind of flying around?
I'd be so angry. Oh!
Oh,
So
no.
turns out
We've got a
nowhere
four-legged
is
one.
so.
We've got a beast one.
Like a dragon Titan,
Oh gosh! All right, we.
Titan with wings.
A mole titan
Oh.
goes underground.
Stop!
Yeah,
That's
we're
so
safe-
Bad. That's
we're
so
safe
bad. They can just go under
underground.
the wall.
We're safe
I
underground,
feel like that'd
boys.
be the most disturbing one.
I know.
Oh, that sounds so nasty.
Right, they have that underground city.
With the Ackermans.
Yeah, where all the poor people live.
But yeah. Why?
That's not social commentary at all.
Whoops.
But they're gonna be the safest ones though. Like when the Titans attack, because Titans aren't gonna get underground.
Yeah, but you can't grow food underground. Yeah. You have to go out eventually.
And get some Titans to eat with the cookbook that we're gonna find in the basement. That's the show!
Yeah. Yeah. So
Wow.
The
We
basement.
don't need agriculture. It's going at all the vegans.
the basement is coming. We're all excited, obviously. We talked a lot about movies and podcasts, and no, we haven't.
Whoops.
We talked a lot about TV and anime that we love.
We talked about media in general.
Media in general. I'm out of questions for Attack on Titan.
Video games.
I've run out of questions that don't spoil anything, and I keep having to remind myself that if I spoil anything, I don't just spoil the three of y'all, but I spoil everyone who listens.
And you hurt yourself
Yep.
when we fight you.
Yep.
Yep. On the next podcast, there'll just be audio of me and Wade fighting.
Wow, sneak peek.
Yeah. But yeah, we're back. We're gonna be. Hold up. We're back. We're gonna
Yeah,
be
there
doing.
it is.
We're gonna be doing more podcasts, more coming your way, on a regular schedule again.
Hopefully.
Hopefully, no more breaks, no more hiatuses for weddings. Cause who likes getting married? You know, why do you need to get married?
I mean,
All of us, like 50% of us, have left a wedding early.
I leave all
Yeah.
weddings early just because I'm all sad
gonna
because
say,
I don't
do
have
people-
anyone to go with. There, I was
Last-
like, yeah, bring a +1. I was like, I don't have a plus.
oh, no.
Wait, is that okay to do?
Next
I
podcast,
mean,
finding berries +1.
So what do you like in a person?
Yeah.
What do I like in a person?
Oh, are we
I'm
going
not answering that
now?
Oh wow.
No, let's not do
That'll
this now.
be the next podcast. Listen
Yeah.
in, especially women.
You know what?
All or men, you don't
I
know.
guess.
We haven't gone through my preferences yet. That'll be the next podcast.
Oh, wow.
2019.
Yeah, I could be into.
Everything.
I was gonna make a joke there, but I couldn't think of a joke that wouldn't just
Oh,
fall on
nice.
his face.
Fall in his place.
I can't talk, okay?
Spoiler alert, it's not men.
Yeah. It's Titans.
All right.
Yeah.
And Naruto.
And Naruto.
I'm very much into Naruto. If you're listening out there, Naruto specifically, leave your wife and
Not the show.
and the
Just
show,
Naruto.
and let's go on some dates.
Hmm.
But leave Boruto where he's at. He sucks. I don't like Boruto.
Yeah.
That show is another one.
I feel like I aged out.
That show is another one of those shows that like the original was really good and then it fell completely on its face. The new one.
Yeah.
That's kind of what happens.
Yeah. I feel like that's what happened with children. If they would have done that with in all honesty, if they would have made Avatar with Aang and Katara's children, I might be down. I might be, depending on
I
how
don't
they-
like
they weren't
their.
that
Here's the
cool.
thing.
Yeah, they weren't. That's why
Here's
I
the
was like,
thing. I
once they showed
don't
me
like
Korra,
their
I said,
kids. Like, there's Tennyson, who's this like weird, righteous airbender. I'm like, you're just Aang. There's Boomy, who's the non-earthbender Earth dude. I'm like, you're boring. And then there's the waterbender,
It's
who's
just
like,
Katara.
yeah, and secretly also a bisexual lesbian. And I'm like, I don't like you.
Boomy was probably the most interesting.
Yeah, Boomy was definitely the most interesting, and he's just a normal dude.
Well, he became an airbender.
Oh yeah, he did. I forgot about that.
That was kind of
That's
crazy.
that's how long it's been since I watched that show. I forgot that.
And it has 3 different stories.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Hey, I don't know that last story. Like, I was kind of.
That's one with the chick who was like over the Earth Kingdom or something like that.
Yeah,
or
yeah.
yeah,
military.
the leader of the
Yeah,
military,
and-
like trying to lead the riot.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
think I have 4 different stories though.
they did.
Yeah, because what's his face taking people's
The
bending
taking people's
and whatnot.
bending and then the Avatar cycle one.
Well, wait, Avatar second one.
No, like
The Avatar cycle with the
where like she broke the
evil-
cycle.
Yeah,
with the
with the evil spirit, and
Yeah.
then there was the like
the
gang
dude
of 4 dudes.
yeah, the
Yeah.
dude that was trying to like kidnap her. He's
Mhm.
like, I will get revenge
That
on
had,
the
like-
Avatar.
Like
I
all
was
4 of them had like the special bending powers.
Yeah.
Except, well, wait, the waterbender, she didn't really do anything, did she?
She or
No.
bloodbended.
No, she didn't.
She didn't. I forgot.
Yeah, she just had water for arms.
Yeah.
That was her thing.
Well, bro was the nicest airbender we seen since Aang.
Dude.
I was like, yo. That's
I
lethal.
I watched that and I was like, why do we need airbending teachers? This dude just taught himself how to be an airbender, and he's the tightest airbender since Aang.
Yo,
Like,
he
what do we
He
need?
spend time in jail.
He read an inscription on a necklace and then knew how to fly.
Yeah,
He really
What?
did. But he said,
Oh,
no
like,
longer
what do we-
tethered to this world.
What do we need you for, Tennyson? Like, what? Why are you here,
Oh my
stupid
gosh.
airbending monk?
Dude, and then freaking magma or like lava bending or whatever, like, oh my gosh. Dude, best of both worlds with fire bending and earth bending, honestly.
She took, or he, I don't remember what it
It
was.
was he.
He took fire bending and somehow made it cooler than it already was.
Well, they took earth bending and made it cooler than
Yeah.
it was. Because, what's his, oh gosh. Who, dang, I can't remember.
Oh yeah, you're
anyone's
right. It
name.
would be earth bending.
Yeah.
I prefer fire bending. I think fire bending is the coolest out of all of them.
I like lightning, so I would agree with fire bending.
Yeah, being able to control lightning.
I really
The-
like earthbending.
Earth bending's cool and
It's
all.
really tough. Because Earth Rumble, like,
So-
that's what sold me. That was so tough. And then when she's in the crate, she, ding, ding. I'm sorry, metal
Earth-
bending, oh my
here's the
gosh.
thing- here's the thing about, like, when you look at the bending styles, originally and now, to be honest, like, they've kind of evolved from, like, and they showed them evolving between Avatar and Legend of Korra. But when you look at the bending styles, water bending's all defensive style.
Mm-hmm.
Air bending's all, like, counterattack style. Like, you kind of, like, move around and just wait for the perfect opportunity to strike. Firebending is pure offense, and earthbending is kind of like a mixture of defense and offense. So in terms of fighting style, earthbending is the most practical. But in terms of, like, how I see myself fighting, when you're fighting, why hold back, you know? Like, when I play video games, me and my friends, we do a lot of, like, in-game, like, raids and stuff in various games. They always hate me because my motto is, like, if the enemy is dead, like, if they're dead, they can't kill you. So I'll always die in very bad situations.
Oh, okay.
And they'll be like, why did you do that? I'm like, back up and fight with the rest of us. So, like, I always prefer firebending because it's how I see myself fighting. But, like, I can see how you would see earthbending.
It was mad versatile. And
Yeah.
just like,
Earthbending is definitely very versatile and very, like, good for both fighting in a way that is defensive and offensive at the same time.
yeah.
I think it's crazy, like, the styles of bending and, like, the type of bending is, like, you can mix them up. So, like, you have, like, Zuko using, like, airbending techniques with firebending.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which, like, is crazy, and, like, then he was, like, one of the best firebenders because, like, people couldn't keep up with him like that. Like, I think using, like, having water bending and then using firebending techniques would be, like, the best because you have, like,
That way you know you have your offense and your defense.
right,
Yeah.
well, you have that crazy offense. You can, like, use the ice for defense, and then you can also heal people.
Oh,
like,
you're talking
got
about, like,
everything.
You're talking about, like, combining both.
Yeah, like using the firebending, just like spread the fire everywhere, just like flood the area.
Yeah, but then you're just the Avatar.
That is what he did.
No, but like just waterbending though. I'm not talking about like the other elements. But
So
I'm
like
talking
learning, being a waterbender and like learning fighting and stuff from a firebender.
Yeah,
That
exactly.
would be kind of crazy.
Oh, okay, I see where you're going. Like,
Yeah.
you're not talking about using both. You're talking about, like, if you're a waterbender and, like, a firebender teaches you how to fight.
Right, using the firebending techniques as a waterbending.
Using
Or
the
a
style of
waterbender.
firebending as a waterbender. Like,
Yeah,
I can
yeah.
see where you're going with that.
That's kind of crazy. That would be kind of crazy.
Like you just kind of flood the entire area, kill everyone. Like,
Yeah.
You'd have like all the like offense wouldn't be as like quick because like you can't just like burn someone immediately, but
Yeah.
like you could freeze them and you will die if you're frozen.
Yeah.
And I'll
Unless
end
you're
by, like,
cryogenically frozen.
I'll also say, like,
Yeah.
just because, like, waterbending is defensive style doesn't mean, like, it can only be used in defense.
Yeah.
Like, they did a good job of showing, like, waterbending being powerful and cool in fights.
Not even in.
in
I feel like they didn't use it in like the scenario I'm thinking of in a fight, but like when they were like in that they were in like a ship, and then Aang and Katara passed the water back and forth.
Yeah.
And like cut that beam. Nobody like used that in a fight, but I was like,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah,
lethal. That's lethal.
like, waterbending in and of itself isn't bad. Like, just because
Yeah.
it's a defensive style, like, when you fight, like, I don't necessarily. I think all the elements definitely had their times to shine.
yeah.
But like I said, the way I see myself and the way I see myself taking on situations, like, why hold back and like why play defense when you can just kill them? Like and if you kill them, you don't need to play defense because they can't fight back.
Yeah, dude, I could see like there being like a waterbender assassin who just like
Definitely
like
yeah,
uses,
no,
like, an
waterbender
icicle,
definitely
just like
lends
stabs
itself.
someone, lets it melt.
Yeah.
Like,
I'm just saying,
It lends itself to like assassination, like sneak attack as well.
I feel like airbenders would be the best. We've seen it
Really?
already.
Hey, that's true.
And I was like, wow. Literally, it was an assassination.
like it wouldn't leave any mark. They'd just be like,
Nothing.
this person is just dead.
They are
like,
just
what
dead.
happened?
Asphyxiation.
That's all.
They'd be like, they weren't strangled. Like, how are they asphyxiated?
Dead. D-E-D. Dead. That's it.
There's air in their lungs.
D-E-D.
Deed.
Dead.
Oh
Dead.
man.
I guess that would be right. Dead, not deed. Deed sounds dumb.
But even like with waterbending, you got like bloodbending with that too.
There's a
like
lot,
if
like-
you mastered all of the like elements of waterbending,
Like
like
tough.
yes.
Because like they did a little flashback or whatever when Aang fought that one dude who was bloodbending, like in Korra, and he had to go into the Avatar state to beat him. And I was like, well, if you can't bend and you're getting bloodbended, it's over. And the guy used like bloodbending to take away people's bending.
Yeah.
Like
You took away the Avatar's bending. Like, I mean, she got it back, but still.
Yeah, but then she lost the Avatar state. Korra messed up everything.
She really like that. That infuriated me. I think that's the biggest reason why I don't like Korra. I feel like if that didn't happen, I'd be like, it wasn't that bad. But she ruined it.
Yeah.
Maybe because I thought like later on I was gonna be able to be it. But no.
Nope.
Well, no.
She's
so
never
what
be able to talk to
what made me the
From the last
maddest is like
Airbender to the last Avatar.
what made me the maddest is like the cycle will continue.
Yeah.
It's just
She'll
future
be the first
avatars
one now.
looking back will be like, I need to get advice from the first Avatar, Korra. I'm like, narts. Like,
There
dang
was
it.
some before me.
Yeah, and
You
then
can't
Korra
tell
would be
me
like,
no.
there's no Avatar before me. I'm the greatest. I'm like, all right, like what?
But, like-
you can't disprove that. Like, you can go back in the history books and like research. Oh, there's Avatar Aang, but like you can't get advice from Avatar
Can't talk
Aang
to him.
anymore.
Right. Man, that
I'd be
sucks.
so angry as a past
Like,
Avatar.
we're not gonna
Yeah.
see Juan anymore.
I'd be
No.
like, if I was
The best
Avatar,
Avatar.
I'd be like, I need advice. There's this Avatar that saved the world in the Great War. Let me go get advice from him. And I go back and I'm like,
Who are you?
you're not Aang. It's like,
Yeah.
Speaking of that, like, I kind of messed up everything. I'd be angry. I'd be like,
Dang.
I did all this work. I fought Fire Lord Ozai.
Yeah.
See, I'm just confused. Like she reconnected with the spirit. Like, why are all of them lost now? You know what I'm saying?
I don't know if the show went into detail with that. I don't remember, to be honest. Like,
They said, oh, we were supposed to only do one season.
I think it has to do with, like, the bond that Juan made with the original spirit, like, carried him through, but then, like, when she lost that bond, I don't remember.
Yeah,
like,
that
it made
got
sense
too
when I...
Weird.
It made sense when I watched it. I was like, I don't like this, but, like, I understand what's happening. But,
Yeah.
like, now that I think about it, like, I don't know.
Yeah, and for all the ways for a spirit to look, it looked like a kite. And
Yeah,
I was like,
no.
this is pretty whack.
I mean, that's real though.
Yep.
Oh.
So also, like, the other thing that I was, like, thinking about that is, like, does that mean that there's a evil avatar running
Yeah.
around with an evil spirit?
He only has waterbending though.
Yeah, I realize that, but, like, if
Yeah.
this spirit can give you all elements, why can't the other one give that dude all
Well,
elements?
it couldn't. She couldn't give the elements. She could only hold them from the turtles.
Yeah. So why can't this other dark spirit hold elements from a turtle as well?
Well, it could, but like the turtles are like, where are they? We saw one with Aang, but like, where are the rest of them?
Oh, yeah, you're right. All I'm saying is this, like, if there's a counterpart spirit to that, like, theoretically, that spirit can also do all the elements.
Yeah.
And so you can have an evil avatar.
Theoretically, the Avatar can give bending to people.
Wow.
Theoretically, the avatar can also steal bending from people.
Yeah.
But we can't learn.
He did do that.
We can't teach that anymore because Aang is gone.
Right.
Oh, whoops. He definitely did
Well,
that.
Korra did that too.
Oh yeah, I
She
forgot
took
about
somebody's
that.
bending?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who?
But she took what's his face's bending? Who did the blood bending? I think.
Okay.
Oh
Maybe
yeah.
Come on.
Yeah.
Come on, yeah.
I thought she took his. Yeah, she definitely.
Okay.
But also she gave someone their bending back.
Mako?
The leader of the police.
It's like Toph's daughter or whatever.
Toph's daughter.
Yeah, I forgot about that one.
She gave her bending back, but like it was taken in a weird way because it was taken with blood bending. So I'm not really sure like how that is different from.
Yeah,
Like,
she didn't use the energy bending or whatever it's called.
Yeah.
Right.
Anyways, that's all I got for this one. Thank you for joining me, guys. Thank you for joining me, audience. If you like this episode, great, because I guarantee you we'll be talking more Attack on Titan in the future. Because
Tomorrow when the episode comes out.
yeah, that show is so great, so great.
We're supposed to do a reaction at some point.
Yeah.
As in, like, we're watching Steven react to it.
I
or
want to
something.
do that for the basement reveal, but we can talk about that after you cancel the thing.
What?
After we stop the podcast.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, let's do that after.
Because I don't think there'd be
saying.
anything more boring to me as a listener than listening to a podcast where they talk about future plans. Like, oh yeah,
Right.
we're gonna do this, and then we're gonna. I guess not, because like people talk about that all the time. Like, hey, here's what's coming next.
Yeah.
But like,
Yo, I'm so excited to see it as a fellow listener. I'm so
Yeah.
excited to see y'all reacting to the basement reveal of Attack on Titan. I'm ready.
I kind of wanted at the same like, if I had more time to plan it, I really wanted to also like record people's reactions to this next one that's coming out tomorrow. But I did like, there's not enough time to do that.
Yeah, we didn't
Because-
coordinate that.
Spoiler alert! Like, Levi and this Titan are gonna fight, and I kind of wanted to see people's reactions to that fight.
That's crazy. Had no idea.
When-
Wow.
Are you sure, Barry?
No, they're gonna spend 2 more episodes going to the Beast Titan's backstory and motivations, and then they're gonna go into another 2 episodes talking about how Aaron's gonna be Bertolt, and then 5 episodes from now they're gonna be like, oh yeah, wait a minute.
That's what I thought.
Yep.
Alright, so that's it. See y'all later, I guess. Bye, guys. Adios.